Right now I'm going to show you how to use this Craftsman 2.5 gallon shop vacuum. Let's go over the machine first and then I'll show you how to use it. So here we have the power head assembly. That's the black part here with the handle and the power button. On the back here you've got your crevice tool. It's a thin, narrow thing to get in crevices, tight spaces and things like that. Then you also have your utility attachment here, a little bit wider, better for picking up larger surface areas and things like that. Your cord that wraps around here. The power assembly on the top, you just got your on and off switch here. Really simple use function here. The side here has these two little tabs that you'll just pull out on both sides, and then you can lift the power head assembly off, and then you can empty out your drum here. Now inside here, you have this little float here. It's this little plastic piece inside of this little plastic cage here. When you are using it as a wet vacuum and picking up liquid and stuff, this little float will raise up and it will shut off suction. Then you'll have to empty out the machine and then it will work again properly. So that's when you're using it as a wet vacuum. Now when you're using it as a dry vacuum, you're gonna put the filter on. So you do not want the filter on when you are using it as a wet vacuum. That's not how it's intended, okay? Now this filter is reusable to a degree, but then you will have to replace these over time. So you just take this little filter here and put it over this little plastic cage. There's these little plastic wings down here at the bottom or the base here of the assembly head. And then you get this basically just a rubber band. And then you'll put this over here and it goes around, and then that rubber band there basically goes around those tabs there. On the bag here, it does have a line here and it tells you to put the band right there. So this is how it's set up and how you will be using it as a dry vacuum. So you put your filter on there, then you're just going to put the assembly head back onto the drum here, and then you can go ahead and unwind your cord here and plug it in. It does just have the two prongs there, so hot and neutral. You don't need a ground for this one. We're plugged in, we got power here, so you can always store your attachments here on the back. And the nice thing about this is that you can either use it as a traditional vacuum or as a blower. So here on the front port, so where it's got the label of the brand name Craftsman there, that's where you will just plug in the hose here for a traditional vacuum. Then if you connect it to the back here, now it's going to be used as a blower. So either end of this hose, they're exactly the same, so it doesn't matter which one you plug in, and now you can actually use it as a blower. So that could come in handy around the shop if you want to blow some dust off and things like that. So you can use it as a blower, and then we'll just take that out here, flip it around, and now you can use it as more of a vacuum. Now to take this out, you can just pull straight out on it. You give it a little twist and that helps it come out easier, but it just pushes in and pulls right out. Really easy. So here I've just got some dust and stuff from around the house. Now we can go ahead and use it as a vacuum here. Now we're gonna go ahead and empty it out. Again, we'll just pull out on the tabs here, remove the power head assembly, and then our filter here is gonna be pretty dirty. So we can go ahead and empty out the drum. Alrighty, and then from here, you would take off your filter as well, and then you can dust that off. Typically, you wanna take it outside and shake it around, and that way you're not getting that stuff around your house. So I'll take that outside later and clean it off and everything, but now we are ready to use it as our wet vacuum here. So now we're just going to put it back together here. We'll put the head assembly here onto the drum and just twist it until it snaps in place here, and it just clicks into place. Also be sure to set your band aside. One thing you could do is if you're using it as a wet vacuum, is at the base here, you could just put this band around, and that way it's kind of always with your assembly, and then you don't have to worry about losing it. And now we're ready to use it as a wet vac. Just plug everything in, use the hose as normal. There's nothing special you have to do here other than take off the filter, turn it on. All right, now after I pick up some liquid with it, I let it run for another 30 seconds or so just to clear out the water or liquid in the hose still. Now we can remove the hose here and then take off our power head assembly here, or our head assembly here. And there you can see all that liquid was collected in the drum. After that, you would just discard the water. I would dry everything out, and then if you're gonna put the filter back on, I would dry this piece off as well before I put my filter back on. I do wanna finish here with a couple of really important things to note. So first of all, if you're using it as a dry vacuum, you do wanna have that filter on there because it's catching that finer dirt, dust, and debris. If that filter's not on there, then that will just get put back into the air. So you definitely wanna make sure you have your filter on there when you're using it as a dry vacuum. And then the reverse of that. So when you're using it as a wet vacuum, you want to take that filter off so that it doesn't get wet. If that filter gets wet, it's basically going to ruin it and you'll have to get a new one. They're not that expensive. You can get replacements, so that's fine. Eventually, you will have to get a replacement filter. They do sell them, so you get some extra, have them on hand so that when you need to, you can change the filter. Another thing of note about the filter, so if it gets wet, you should discard it and get a new one. If it gets a tear or a hole in it as well, you should discard it and get a new one. So every time you do want to be checking that filter and making sure that it's in proper working order without any tears or rips in it. I did link to it in the description of this video if you want to check it out. Hopefully that was helpful.